Divisions can be confusing to a new timer, but MeetPro has a very straightforward and simple approach towards setting up your divisions. So we're going to go over how to set up divisions by team and divisions by event. So every event has divisions, whether you like it or know it or not. A typical college event would have a men's and a women's race. They would be in the division that is the college division. Now, if college events are the only events that are happening, you don't need to set up the divisions because they go into the same division by default. But if we were to expand that event to include high school and junior high races, we would then need to make sure that our divisions in MeetPro matched up with the divisions in the registration platform of our choice. So if we were using Direct Athletics or MileSplit, we would be able to set the divisions to be 1, 2, and 3, and we would just need to make sure that our divisions are correct in the same in both MeetPro and then our either Direct Athletics or MileSplit. So then effectively what we have is divisions by event, where we have 1, 2, and 3 divisions set up in the software and the registration platform. And then within those divisions, we can have the boys and girls races or any number of races that effectively refer to the division that they're in. Now, there might be a situation where you have an event where they wanted to score the big schools against big schools and small schools against the small schools and not score them against one another. In that case, you would use divisions by team/athlete, and you would be setting up a situation where there would be big schools and small schools. So Division 1 might be big and Division 2 might be small. Now, in this particular case, we are running one race for men and one race for women, and then the scores are then split apart. It is actually important to note, I did this on purpose, this meet is technically illegal. Within the current NCAA rules, you can do this for scoring at the venue, but when you end up sending results to TFers, these need to be scored against one another. So you would then go back in and remove that divisions by team for the event, and then you would go ahead and rescore the event and then upload to TFers. It's also important to note that you can actually have a meet that is scored both divisionally by event and then also by team and athlete. So we have one on screen now where you would have the events be college, high school, and junior high, and then the individual sections within them, the boys and girls races, could be scored into big and small. It looks very complex, but in reality, it's actually fairly easy to set up. Once again, you're just going to set up the events for 1, 2, and 3 being related to the division that they're in, and then 4 and 5 would be big schools and small schools. The important thing to note is that you should probably do quite a bit of testing with this if you are doing divisional events for the first time. It's relatively easy to set up just a couple of teams and break them down by division and a couple of athletes, and then put in some fake results and move on. Or you can use a previous event and change the terms and then rescore.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more timing related content.